If you want to have shared library, you need to have paid version of Figma, because when you have paid this version, you can say that this library you can publish. When you publish this library, anybody else from your colleague, from your team members who has paid account, or doesn't need to do paid, but if you will create some Figma page where you will assign this library. If I just, for example, use these buttons and update the library. Yeah, I see every changes what I did this library, and just put like the publish. You need to wait when Figma publish all libraries. That's too much, but when will be published? And here in other pages, you can add more libraries. I need to check. Okay, library updated. And when I add more, I see here is the library from my, and I put here the library here, and see all components which I developed in the different pages. And when I update something, will be automatically said that this is a new version of the library, and you can refresh it in your page, or your colleague or your team member can refresh it, because it will be published here again, and you can use it in your styles. So this is what you can do with the sharing of the library. But of course, somebody needs to have paid license of Figma to have shared library between the accounts or between the files. And this is how you can use the libraries. And when you have finished some designs, the second part is that you can create a documentation. If I just go here and say, for example, these 4 screens are ready. Doesn't matter if they are using the same naming. Let's skip it for now. But I can create documentation. At first, I can also create the dependency model if I want to include it. So here we have the dependency model. I will just put it here. If I select screens and dependency model, then and export it to PDF, will be automatically recognize the dependency model is included, and export it to PDF. So I will just at first show you how it works with the screens. Export to PDF. And put submit. At this moment, Figma is generating the same what you will see in the PDF. I can also save it, but here, sorry. And here I have the project title, what I specified, description, all selected screens, all design systems. So it means the colors, what I used inside, then the typography which I used with the font size, and the list of the icons which I used. Of course, if you use the same icon many times, then will be generated more times in your list of icons. But when I remove it and select with the dependency model, remove that one, and again export to PDF and submit, you see here it started to generate it. And here inside the generated PDF, it's also included your dependency model, where you can see, or customer or somebody in your team members can see what's the dependency between the screens which you specified, as I showed in the first part of this workshop. So this is very great how easily to share your documentation. Of course, if I open this PDF file, you can also see everything there in PDF. And this one you can just save it on your Confluence page or on your wiki page, or share with the customer. So this is really for the documentation. And also maybe I can also share information, yeah, that it's not only for the components and instances. So of course you can also put it back if you have already some instance of your component. You can put it back to frame. So here we have brought some key abbreviation option command K, and which is putting back to component again from the instance. And you can also from the put it from to from the instance to option command B, and you can just put it like outside of the component, put back to frames. Because only information is that if you have something in instance, you cannot replace one part to another part, because it's like copy of the parent. Therefore, you need to uncover from the component to frame again. And here you can just change, for example, from label to another type of control. If you rename the label and not deleting this control, then of course from the component as an instance you can change it. So therefore time to time we use the variables and the Figma. So therefore if it's, I will put back to component, and if you hold the option in Mac, so then you can use again the instance from the parent, from the component. And in the child, you can say that it's using some specific variable. So in the component, you can see here the apply variable and property, uh, and create a new. I can say the default is button, and here it's automatically created the property. And if I am here in instance and select here, so you see this is connected to text. So here is the parent of this control, and in the parent and the text you can just change it. Yeah, and still the same. So style is using from the parent, and you can rename it the variable from for your. And if I just refresh and plug in, the text will be changed because I used the property. A property was from the default renamed by your value. So this is another options and design system. How you can use the components and instances, and you can use the variables. Variables is automatically visualized in this list in your page, where you can see all collections. Here you can specify some controls, which is type the color. You can create another modes. So for example, you will have the light and dark mode. So this is like the dynamic variables if you want to have it on the page. If you want to have it some local on the component, so the component you can create more properties according which control you have included inside your control for the power ups. So this is like the great place, and plugin in last versions supports this design system, support mainly the borders, which is stroke in Figma, mainly supports the fill, which is the fill, and supports the texts or the corners. So it depends which control we are currently using. But in every version, we will try to move more and more possibility to create your full design system for every control in Power Apps, which will be easy to and ready for the exporting. So if you just you will design some control, copy to clipboard, paste it here, and you will have like a very faster way how to get particular control instead of the parts of the containers, but just only single control. So this is currently what we are doing for the documentation and for the making the design systems.